There we are. A little bit tidy. Had a bit of a clean day. Normally I should have been working an hour ago, but no. Good day, interwebbians. Today has been a bit of a numb day. Basically being that I got into work before 2, and before I even started my shift, got pulled into the office to be told that with Monday, because I'll explain why, with what happened Monday, I have now been suspended from work until further investigation of my job, in which may or may not lead to me either continue working with that company or basically me being fired. So yeah. I will say, in my defense, on what has happened, so you hear it from my side. So this is mainly with the Monday situation, where it was that during the workday I had a very bad day as well. I felt like crap. It was a repetitive thing that we see that with guests that would normally jump in and out of line, even if the line is dead and we're trying to work on other things, that a guest would come straight up to the desk, and even if our light was off, it's like, what the hell, but we still have to do it anyway and do our job. So after a while, it was dead at the desk, and I turned to my colleague, in which I will not name for the security, just in case of investigation, that I turned to my colleague, and I had to vent out about the situation, being like, why can't these guests learn, these little things, like to be patient, or to do this, or to do this, or to do this, and I may have slipped, the shit word once or twice. And in the past I've known that I does slip out, and I'm like, oh shit, sorry, that I do additionally, swear once in a while, and I do apologise for that. But the thing is like, when I had to vent out, I wasn't loud, we had no one at the desk, and my colleague, laughed with me, because whenever I vent, I try not to make it as though it's a negative, but in a way of a negative, but I sprinkle on top to make it, a fun vent. But apparently, with management in the next room, I was like 2 desks down from that door. That door was slightly open. They heard a few of the words that slipped. That they said, yeah, you got to learn how to shake this off, and this, that, and the other. Now, come to today, Thursday, getting pulled in the office, said, yeah, due to this incident, in which I'm like, okay, back in my brain thinking, it wasn't an incident. I'll tell you that now. I wanted to vent, and we had nowhere else to vent it, and we were dead at the desk. It says you can't do stuff like that in front of the guests, in front of the desk. And again, there was no one at the desk. No guest in front of us to hear this situation and be offended. It just had to be said, and we joke around and stuff. In which they said, yeah, due to this, it's under investigation now with Human Resources, in which you are now suspended. Had to surrender my badge and my tag, and they had to escort me off the premises. Chris had to pick me up, and then here I am. Although it is advisable that Chris has told me as well, just to be on the safe side, don't do it today, do it tomorrow. Start looking elsewhere just in case the worst comes, and see where we can go from there. But here's the thing, it really has fucking pissed me off, where I'm like, what the fuck? Because in my defense, again, we have nowhere really to go into the back and to vent about these guests and shit, because we have very little room. Very little room for the reps just to go to one side and take a breather. Plus as well, with how many employees are at the desk at that time, there were 3. Me and 2 other colleagues. We can't really leave it to less than 1. And it was building up. Yeah, I know that technically I have an anger issue. I will vent. I will get a little bit peed off. It was just that bad day where I basically didn't have the stabilizers also, and I just went over fucking board, and I just had to vent. And again, with my colleague, she laughed. She thought it was funny. Not in a way to make fun of me venting funny, but, you know, because, like I said, I make fun when I vent and stuff. Like, you know, they laugh it off. And it helps. But apparently they don't like it at the desk, and we have to just shake it off and learn not to fucking do that at the desk. Especially when there are guests in front of us, which they weren't. So, at this time, under investigation with my status, just to know where I'm going. Most probably it's going to be a situation of either I'm going to be there under supervision and in investigation to keep up. If one more slip up, then that is basically ass out the door. That, or for that I'll be working somewhere else. And what a fun fucking time to do it as well, with immigration's investigation around the corner. That's just magical. So until I've been told otherwise, or I get the call from the company, I am not. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what to do. On the plus side, it gives me some time to go back into voice acting. So like that. So my night has been a bit of a quiet night with playing Sea of Thieves and leveling up a little bit with my levels, and now we got taco. I mean, that's the thing. I don't have to go to work or anything. I could just don't give a fuck about my stomach tonight. Fun.